welcome to the Let's Do Video Podcast, where we talk about business communications and video technology. My name is David Maldo, and I'm here today with Eric Sherman, who's going to tell us a little bit about glasses-free 3D. Now, before we jump in, I just want to say, this is one of those technologies I've been hearing about since I'm a kid. It's always about to happen, this and flying cars. So I'm a little skeptical. So I know some friends of mine have seen this at a trade show and they've been wowed. Is this a trade show demo or is this real? Do we have them out in the field?
Yeah, they're real. We have them out in the field, a number of tests. As you said, it's a relatively new technology where the technology finally works. And just to be clear, I don't come from the digital signage business. I come from the entertainment business. I used to run cable networks and I used to manage rock bands. And for me, once I saw this technology, because I'd seen earlier iterations of glasses-free 3D, and I was like, oh man, I think I might have used a different word than man, but I saw this and I said, it finally works. And for any new technology, it's about connecting consumers with brands and content in a unique way. And when I saw this flawless glasses-free 3D technology, I knew I had to get involved.
Well, so I'm really curious about the technology, but before we jump in, is there anything else you'd like to share about the company itself and your involvement in it?
I'm the president of the company. I joined as president in January, and we are a small technology and production company in New Jersey and San Francisco, and we do everything from television stage productions to conferencing to content management. It's a little bit of everything. A lot of work in the healthcare and pharmaceutical world, but we're doing a lot now, especially in 3D.
And I appreciate your entertainment background. I mean, a lot of this technology goes to people in business who are sitting, working all day, and to get a little jazz, a little entertainment in their lives might make work a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, I think, for whatever reason, we're bombarded by imaging, whether it's 2D, whether it's mobile, whether it's, display imaging everywhere. And to stand out in a crowded marketplace, you have to be doing something different. You have to be doing something unique that is going to make people stop and say, oh, wow, and really interact with the message you want to get across.
It seems like just an obvious thing to me that a 3D image or a 3D display would have greater impact, greater retention, all those things. Is this something we're just taking for granted, or do we have any studies or any kind of hard data to say that these sort of, the ROI for these sort of installations?
Well, the people will stay interacting with them 45% longer than they would with a 2D screen. And when people think 3D, they think glasses. They think that, if I want to interact with the 3D movie, I've got to wear glasses in the theater. If I want to watch 3D television at home, I have to wear glasses. This platform, this technology, content management platform allows consumers to be walking around the corner in a retail environment or in a corporate environment and have something literally pop off the screen at them. And it kind of shocks them into stopping and they stay engaged.
So let's get into the technology itself as much as you could share without getting into patent problems. My understanding of 3D is the way it works is that my two eyes are seeing slightly different things, which is definitely hard to do from a flat display. So in the old days when I was a kid, Creature of the Black Lagoon,
right, the red, the blue,
and the blue, and then now with polarizing lenses, but all those glasses do, whether it's the old kind or the new kind, is it's a way of saying that whatever's on the flat screen, each eye is going to see something slightly different. So,
and this isn't that. That's called stereoscopic. We are not producing. This system is not a stereoscopic system.
Okay.
It uses, as much as I can say, an incremental lens on the television, especially a special player and special produced content that creates image plus depth. Depth being forward, depth being backward. So it's really not. Your left eye and right eye are seeing exactly the same thing, but they're seeing it through a system that creates, as the stereoscopic version does, creates the illusion of something of depth popping out or going back.
Interesting. So that was my next question, because I haven't seen a demo, and there's no way to demo it remotely because
you can't have a screen.
But I was wondering whether the 3D image appears to be projected in front of the screen or floating behind it, but it looks like it's a little of both.
Well, that's the thing about this system. It basically is a 4K set and we are putting out a 1080p picture, and the pixels, the extra pixels between 1080p and 4K are used to create the illusion of depth. And depth is forward and depth is backward. So it's you absolutely see things with the illusion of coming out at you from the set, and you see things in the same time receding into the background.
That's excellent with no glasses.
Yeah.
So, what kind of applications are you planning on marketing this for and developing it for, and what do you have already existing out there?
Well, short term, it's really a B2C play, business to consumer. So brands are trying to create new experiences in the retail environment, in the, say, the corporate lobby environment to get people excited about coming to visit. So it's everyone from, hotel chains to retail stores to, great technology companies that have begun to play with this and figure out how they can not only make the environment in their office cooler and more unique and more fun, but the way to attract consumers to new technology by using this great new interface.
Yeah, and I would say that'd be interesting because we're bombarded by displays and imagery these days. It's crazy. So anything that can grab a few extra seconds of eye time is very valuable.
Absolutely.
Now, I'd like to ask you about the content creation. Anytime I get a new tool, whether it's Photoshop for images or WordPress for my website or a video editing software, at first it takes me a while to figure out how to do it, to make the content. So let's say a customer buys some displays, and I know it comes with a content creation engine. Do you offer any help for them to get their first images going?
We can create the content for them, or we can license. They actually have to purchase some licenses to be able to create the content, and we can teach them how to do it so they could do it themselves, or we can do it for them. A year ago, I first met this company. It was taking a very long time to create content, and now we can spit it out in a day or so, just because we've had a lot of practice. Like with anything, practice makes perfect, and so we know the ins and outs of creating content for this platform. But we're happy to teach clients to do it as well.
Excellent. That sounds like the best of both worlds. So if I'm starting off with a few displays, 5 or 6 images, I'll just have you guys do it for me. But if I want to go big and have a lot of rotating content, I can train my IT person and have them do it.
Yeah, or not necessarily the IT person, but the production people that create your other images, create your videos, you need the IT people, obviously, to, manage the network, and we do offer content management. But this is really a producer's dream platform, kind of like virtual reality is as well. It's a brand new game for producers who want to kind of flex their creative muscles to try new things.
That makes sense. So it's really a content creator's tool. It's Photoshop. It's something for our creative minds, not like a networking tool for IT people.
No, it is absolutely a creative platform to connect consumers to content, or users to content.
Excellent. So if someone is interested in getting started with 3D, what they would get would be the specialized display, the what is it called? The box that connects it with the content.
Well, yeah, you can do it any number of ways. If you want to manage more than one set, or if you want to manage anywhere from a handful to hundreds or thousands of sets, you would need some kind of content management system, which we offer from a single location. You can manage everything. Or if you just want to do one, you can easily upload content that would rotate through based on a USB drive and plug it into the USB port in the back of the panel and manage it that way. But look, for large-scale deployment, you need a content management system, which we also offer.
Excellent. Well, where can we go to learn more about this?
You can go to inceptionvisual.com, our website, and we would love to come out and show you these displays. We're at all the big conferences. We're at Infocom. We're at DST. So we will be there and love to show you how it works. Again, as you said, you really have to be there in person to see it, because I'm sure as part of this you're running some clips from conferences, and the picture looks great, but you really don't get the 3D effect at all unless you're standing right in front of it.
Yeah, I'll definitely be hunting you down at the next trade show. I gotta see this for myself.
Good.
So are there any important aspects of the solution of the offering that you'd like to explain that I haven't asked you about so far?
This is a very exciting time for glasses-free 3D. And for anyone who wants their brand or their company to really, they view the brand as forward-thinking. They view them as ahead of the curve. really want to get on board now and work with us and grow with us, because this platform, this technology is going to continue to grow. The functionality, what we can do creatively will continue to expand. So it's for those people that are, that are adventurous and forward thinking. Come have some fun with us.
Yeah, I've noticed the window for being an early adopter is getting smaller and smaller as these things catch on quicker and quicker. So yeah, you really can't wait and wait till next quarter or next year if you want to be one of the first kids on the block to get it.
Yeah, I mean, you go to certain foreign markets, go to Dubai, where they spend more in out-of-home advertising than they do in television or radio or print. And, we're getting a great response there because, they want to be ahead of the curve before anyone. So, anyone out there in this country or anywhere, anyone who's seeing this podcast would, please give us a shout, because we'd love to talk to you and make you part of this movement.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to see it for myself, and thanks so much for taking the time today. I know you're very busy, and please keep us updated as this continues to develop and as you continue to get it out there.
Absolutely. So what kind of guitar is that behind you?
Oh, that's a 1994 PV Predator.
Okay, got it.
It wants to be a Fender Strat.
I'm looking at my Les Paul over there, signed by Les. So have a great day.
Okay, we'll talk guitars another day.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. To learn more about glasses-free 3D displays, please go to inceptionvisual.com. And you can follow me on Twitter at Let's Do Video, or sign up for my free newsletter at letsdovideo.com/newsletter.